Okay, ready?
Yep. So
Oh man, it looks pretty laggy, but welcome to the Summer Sports Broadcast. Uh, we're live here at Somers High School. The game is currently at Lakeland, so we're doing a little bit of a remote broadcast. And yeah, tonight is Friday Night Football. So you're 4-1. Hello. Okay, you're 4-1. Somers Tuskers, or you're 5-1. Sorry, take on Lakeland, which is 2-4. That's their record. And so far, Somers has had a great season. Lakeland's a little on the iffier side. And also, Lakeland is a smaller team. We'll definitely talk about that later. So my name is Jaden Ferry. Here we have Jack Quinn. And yeah, we will both be on the microphone tonight. We might possibly have Philip Rosado. We'll have Cooper Hewitt behind the scenes and Gavin Brady behind the scenes as well. And let's get into our sponsors. So, few things. We want to thank you. We want to thank SCF so much for approving a grant that we applied for. We almost have the equipment. It's like a new camera and computer, and they also do a lot of like events and fundraise for like sponsor and give grants out to Somers community. Then we also have C Clean Commercial Cleaning. They do commercial buildings and hospitals. Thank you so much for sponsoring. And we have Mancini Realty, a realty company in the area. Actually, one of my neighbors. So, also, additionally, sponsor the Summer Sports Broadcasting Club. So your benefits, you get to help us out a ton. Sorry, one moment. So yeah, we need to improve the broadcast and to ensure that we need more gear and to make sure it's always working. And you can do that with your help. We're able to make that happen. So please sponsor us. Email with the email address on screen, ssbchighlights@gmail.com to sponsor or donate. All right, so let's get into our pre-game show. Let's take a look at these two teams in just one moment. So, okay, maybe it's not fully completed, but yeah, Somers' record is 5-1 with the Hornets, 2-4. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Somers has an 83% chance to win with the Hornets 33%, at least over the course of their season so far. And Jack, what are some plays that you expect, and like what do you kind of think might happen this game?
I think it's going to be very similar to the last couple weeks. What we've seen from Somers, just getting a little bit better each week, showing more offensive firepower, more defensive firepower. I think they'll stick to what they did last week, feeding Dean Palazzo the ball a lot. Last week they had a bunch of different plays that basically they just tried to get the ball as much as possible against that Brewster defense.
For sure. And do you want to talk about predictions now? What do you think? I mean, looking ahead to this game, Lakeland is a little bit of a smaller team. And their season is not as fantastic as Somers. So, I mean, what do you think?
I was thinking 35-7. But then I was thinking Somers hasn't given up a lot of points. So now I'm thinking 35-0.
35-0. I'm thinking actually a little bit more extreme. I'm thinking 42-0. At least in comparison to last year, their game, or the Somers versus Lakeland game, is actually this same week 7, I believe. Yeah. And the score was 49-0. So that was a really impressive game, to be honest. Yeah, so those are our predictions. So what are some notable players that we might see, Jack? I mean, who do you think is going to stand out on the Somers offense?
I think definitely Dean Palazzolo. Again, he's probably going to get the ball a lot today throughout the entire game. But I also think Jaden Abruzze could get a lot of reps at the running back position tonight because he was actually from Lakeland and transferred this year to Somers, and Lakeland coaches aren't taking it very well. So this is a game for him to come back.
All right, so that was your national anthem for the Somers at Lakeland game. Expecting quite an interesting matchup tonight. Again, Varsity Football Week 7. So this is the last game before playoffs, where it would be, you lose and you're not playing anymore for the season. So, yeah, let's take a look at some more notable players, Jack.
For Somers tonight, the notable players are Nate Mitchell, jersey number 2 at the running back position. Tristan Iglesias, which is the quarterback for Somers, number 8. Cam Violante, wide receiver and defensive back, number 11. Brett Kennedy, tight end and linebacker, number 19. Gavin Kelly, wide receiver and defensive back, number 21. Luke Balancia, running back and defensive back, number 23. Danny Hirschfield, which is one of Somers' kickers, number 29. Dean Palazzolo, wide receiver, number 30. Hudson Ruby, guard and defensive tackle, number 56. And RJ Peterson, tackle and defensive tackle, number 62.
Yeah, Somers has a lot of key players here. Now let's just take a quick look at the weather. So it's 47 degrees right now. It's little overcast with actually a chance of rain a little later in the night. Sunset is expected in actually 3 minutes, so it's going to get dark pretty quick here. So, and the wind is not that crazy. They're shaking hands now in the center of the field. Winds are 6 miles per hour, gusting 13, so the gust might throw off the kickers a little bit, but nothing that crazy.
You're gonna show me how to do it?
So, I usually say if we lose flash, and then it's going to show. It's called community. You gotta show this, and then you press this here, and you press down, and you press up.
Easy enough.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Alright, I don't think we're gonna have any issues.
I'll text you when it happens. I should happen twice today because I'm like, it's the group.
Yeah. Alright, my friend.
So from our guys behind the scenes, we have 38-6 score prediction. Somers winning, and a 45-0 prediction. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So let's take a look. Okay, yeah, you can see there Somers in the huddle. Quality's looking a little rough, but we're gonna try our best again. This is an away game, so yeah, we're just doing it remotely.
Commander Carson sucks. He is just. He's
like either it's really good or it's really
It makes no sense.
yeah.
You know.
A little bit of an issue. We had our feed drop, but both teams were in the huddle getting ready for this game. We apologize for the inconvenience once again. This is just what happens from trying to do it remotely, but we'll be back in a moment once we get that camera feed working again.
And we're back. Feed is about to hopefully pop up. Somers running a little bit of a play there. Looks to be their first play of the game. Going about 11 yards.
So let's take a look at our QB, Tristan Iglesias. This was from actually a few games ago. I apologize. I haven't gotten to update it, but he got 2 touchdowns in one game, 48 passing yards and 31 rushing yards, which is not a bad performance from our new QB this year. He is a sophomore, and they're now in the huddle. We're trying to get that video feed back up. Looks like they got a first down on that last play. Tristan Iglesias in the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the far side. He's going to keep going. He's going to get another first down just along the boundary line.
That's Nate Mitchell around the outside. That defensive end pulled in thinking Iglesias is going to keep that ball. Nate Mitchell gets to the outside and breaks the tackle to get the first down.
Somers now exiting that huddle. We have 2 receivers far, 2 near. Iglesias. Some motion. Here goes. He's keeping it so far on the near side. A short pass over to that. Yeah, probably it looks like Palazzolo.
Yeah, it's Dean Palazzolo on the catch there. And it was just a beautiful grab. He got in front of the defender and was able to pull it in for a first down.
So let's take a look at this. Some of our offensive linemen here. We have Palazzolo. Oh, here's our feedback. We have Palazzolo, Whipple, Kelly, RJ, Peterson, John Faulkner. We'll get some more in just a moment. Looks like a near touchdown. We're trying to get that video feed fully working up.
18-yard gain. First and goal for Somers.
Okay.
2 yard line. 25 carry.
So, yeah, another first down on the near side is where they're lined up along those hashes. And here, a handoff towards the middle, and it's going to be, that's in for a touchdown for Somers already. That was your running back.
Looked to be Luke Valencia there. But yeah, it was a great run right up the hole right there. Able to get that touchdown. Our feed just went back down, but we got to see Somers score. Hopefully we can get it back up before kickoff.
Yeah, we apologize for the inconvenience, but we do know that Somers got a touchdown with 8 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Not sure. I don't think they got the extra point, unfortunately, but yeah, your score is 6-0. So yeah, Somers was unable to go up to 7 points, but from, now they're at 6. 8:27 on the clock. The kickoff's going to be here soon with number 21 in as kicker. That's Gavin Kelly for Somers. Here's the kickoff. Looks like the clock was actually changed, so now it's 9:23. Again, Kelly is at the 40-yard line. Going to give a kickoff over to Lakeland, the Hornets. They're going to start her off. Their first possession it will be. All right, here's the kick. He's going up, and boom, there it is. Pretty high and deep. Lakeland is not going to... Oh, they did receive it. It's going to be on the far side at around the 25. So let's look at our Somers defense. We have Luca Gambardella. We have Benedict Bredemeyer.
We got Hudson Ruby, Jerron Faulkner, Chris Decker, Joey Fink, Ryan Bateman, Gavin Kelly, Jaden Newman, Jackson Whipple, and Dylan Jimenez. So,
again, that kicker, Gavin Kelly for Somers, has been doing a lot of work on the team. He's an offensive wide receiver. He's on defense, and he's the kicker for the team. So here it is. That's Lakeland. It's going to be a short pass off to the right side. Actually, probably a loss from that. So it's going to be at the 23 now. 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it'll be a loss there. QB had to get it off the defensive line for Somers, putting on pressure. And Somers players made a good open field tackle.
Okay, anyway, so Lakeland. And it's going to be a sack. So, or is that a pick? Okay, so there's a flag on the play, but that would have been a pick 6 from Somers. Again, very early into the game, and they're already trying to get some points on the board.
Yeah, it looked like it was either a fumble six there or a pick six, but I don't think this penalty will be bringing it back because I think it will be 15 yards on the kickoff for celebration. Not sure what the flag was here yet, but yeah, Somers will come out here to kick the extra point. I believe that penalty is going to be on the kickoff for that summer celebration after that defensive touchdown. And the extra point is good. Somers is up 13-0.
Yeah, so they got that extra point. Got I guess it was a valid pick six there. Or was it?
We don't know yet. The penalty might be put on this kickoff just for that celebration, but nothing like holding or face mask to revert that touchdown.
So yeah, it was a fumble, and then Somers picked it up and got that touchdown. So anyways, special teams are out once again.
Yeah, it'll look like Somers will be kicking from the 25-yard line after a 15-yard penalty. Sorry, our feed cut out again, but Somers kicked off from their own 25-yard line, and Lakeland was able to bring it to their looks to be about the 34. Lakeland breaks their huddle. Two receivers close to far. One in motion. Takes a snap. It's a quick pass. Almost intercepted. He had gotten his hands on that ball. That would have been another touchdown for Somers. That was Chris Decker on that breakup swat down there. Lakeland breaks the huddle. One receiver close, too far. Quarterback takes the snap. It's a handoff, and he will be brought down after about a 3-yard gain. Our feed is now back up. Lakeland has one receiver close too far. Sorry about the quality of the feed right now. Lakeland takes the snap. It's a deep throw, which is caught by Lakeland. About a 30-yard pass right there to get them on Somers' 32-yard line. Two receivers far, one close. I apologize, we're on the 34-yard line. Takes a snap. It's another handoff to the outside. He has some room. Picks up about 7, yeah. To Somers' 26-yard line. One receiver close too far. And they'll try to run it, but he's not going to get anywhere there. Nice tackle by Somers' defensive line there, holding him from any gain. It'll be third down on Somers' 26-yard line. 3rd and 3. Two receivers close, two receivers close, 3 far. They motion 2 guys in, 2 receivers close, 1 too far now. Motion, takes a snap. It's a counter, runs the other way. He doesn't have a lot of room, and he's not going to pick up any yards. Doesn't take the tackle, runs out of bounds, and does make sure he doesn't get hit. So it'll be 4th down. And looks like five or 6. The 4th and 5. Lakeland, the QB coming in. One receiver close, 2 receivers far. Looks like Lakeland's trying to get Somers to jump off sides here. And yeah, Lakeland will, I believe, call a timeout. Or no, they will take a penalty. See what happens here. Yeah, it looks like they did take a 5-yard penalty there. Make it 4th and 10.
I have an idea. While that's charging, okay, you can turn your phone off. Okay.
Lakeland in their huddle on the field. Somers break coming out. It'll be 4th and 10, and it looks like Lakeland will be going for this. 2 receivers close, 3 far. Motioned over, takes the snap, looks, throws. Going to be intercepted by number 21, Gavin Kelly. Here on the replay here, you see he tries to force that ball, and Gavin Kelly cuts it off and gets that interception to give Somers the ball. Somers will be starting on their own 18-yard line. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Somers breaks the huddle. 1 receiver close, 2 far. Takes a snap. Fakes the first handoff. It's the second handoff. And he runs for a nice gain of about 9 or 10.
All right, let's take a look at this replay. And yes, I am back now after some technical difficulties. And he goes up the middle, just pushes past some of those defenders. And, yeah, some impressive work there. In the first quarter, we have 5 minutes, 15 seconds. Now Somers' huddle is coming out. 2 receivers near, 1 far. 2 side by side, Iglesias, and it's going to be handoff down the middle, a wide opening. He's going to keep going, tripped, but he's going to keep going, and he's now down towards the middle at the 45, and he's still going. And wow, that's around actually near the 50.
The replay right there. You see, he just keeps breaking tackles and doesn't decide to go down. They push him and keep pushing him to get that huge gain.
All right, Somers breaks the huddle once again. 2 receivers far, 1 near. Again, side by side, so it might be another running play that really worked there for Somers. It's going to be a handoff to 25, and it's really fast. He's going up the right side about 15 yards and is down near the middle once again of the field. That is Jaden Abruzzi.
Yeah, it was just a nice run. He's able to use his speed to get around defenders and pick up a first down.
So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of running back use this game. And also, just impressive performance so far. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. And the score's 13-0. So, pretty impressive there. Looking here, again, 2 running backs side by side, Iglesias. Another handoff, a fake, but then it's going to be a handoff. Is pushing past some defenders and gets another first down on the far side, another 15 yards. So that's an impressive gain. Let's take a look.
Yeah, in the replay, you see he just kind of gets around that defender there, cuts back inside, and just keeps moving, finding open space on the field for him to get to.
Yeah, Somers is working their way up the field very fast. It's it's honestly somewhat expected, but Lakeland again is such a small team. It's kind of surprising to me that they're in the same class. But anyways, Iglesias now with the play, telling the team, yeah, insane drive so far. Kept getting it's 15 and 15. So similar play again with 2 running backs side by side. Iglesias, another handoff because that works, and it's gonna keeps going, few yards up the middle towards the near side, towards Lakeland's sideline.
Yeah, it's a nice run up the middle. He breaks the tackle there, gets around another defender, and dives to get an extra couple yards.
That dive did work there. So, second down. So it's 2nd and 6. 2 receivers far, 1 near. running game has been excellent this so far. So it's going to be another handoff to 23. That's Valencia now. He's going up the middle, and he gets it in for a touchdown. Number 23, Luke Valencia, sophomore in the team, celebrating there with the Somers Tuskers. Jack, let's see this one more time.
They ran this play every time on this drive, a different variation of it. It's just a great job by Valencia getting around the defensive end, cutting back inside, and finding the hole up the middle to get the touchdown. I believe that's his second of the game. And Gavin Kelly out there to kick the extra point. It is up. And it is good. Somers is up 20-0 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Somers in their kickoff ready huddle, talking about the game plan for this kickoff. Lakeland is starting to walk out there now. Gavin Kelly about to kick off here, and he will do so now. Ball is up deep, caught on about the 5-yard line, and he's going to run it to the side, and he's not going to get past the 15. Looks like he's going to get stopped on the 14-yard line by two Somers defenders. Two receivers close, 3 far for Lakeland on their 14-yard line in motion. It's going to be a little bit of a toss. It looks like he's going to pick up nothing as a Somers defender will come in and pick him up and throw him down.
Yeah, so you can see he went on the far side, and Somers' defense saw that quickly, was able to pick that up and knock him down. So we have number 1, La Peruta, Joseph La Peruta, senior, in for QB for Lakeland. And we currently are using Sports Engine, so video feed's a little bit annoying, but again, we're trying to figure out the situation. Anyways, 3 receivers near, 1 far. Previously, they had a rushing play. Sort of worked, not really. So second down, 12, so that actually was a loss of 2. A little bit of motion. He's going medium pass over to the far side is not going to be caught. That was intended for, looks like, I'm not sure on that, but receiver on the near side for Lakeland sideline. Let's take a look at this quick replay, Jack.
Yeah, we see it on the replay here. It looks like he just tried to get that ball off, and that defender that Lakeland receiver just drops it. We've seen Giovanni LaPeruta, I'm guessing maybe a relative to Joseph LaPeruta, the quarterback, number 7, at receiver tonight. Look, he's gotten a couple targets so far. 3 receivers close. 1 far, it went in motion, rolls out to the right, throws to Giovanni Laperuta.
So, looks like he has a little bit of a tendency to throw. I believe that's to his brother because they're both Laperutas. But you can see, yeah, a quick pass, similar plays earlier that was attempted, but Somers, again, their defense is able to catch on quick and get him. So, 50 seconds left of this first quarter. Yeah, it's about 4th and 7. So, anyways, we have Laperuta. A little bit of difficulty on these previous possessions. Here he goes. Not Peruta. It's going to be a low punt. So, yikes. It's not going to go very far. But Palazzolo's going to pick it up. He's at the 50. Lakeland's trying to push him back, and he keeps going. Now he's past the 40, past the 30. And at the 25 is where he goes down and out of bounds. So 15 seconds left in this first quarter, but that was an impressive run.
Yeah, Palazzolo basically ran across and fake cut in a couple times to try to draw the defensive players back a little bit so he could gain more advantage to the outside. He did it perfectly and had a great turn of the corner outside to the run lane to get along the sideline and pick up an extra couple yards.
So real quick, a little bit about Palazzolo. He's been playing football for over 10 years. So he has a lot of experience from his youth, and that's just impressive there. So here we go, Iglesias. Keeper, a little bit of a scramble, and he's going to escape the pocket. That was closing in, and it's a nice, sweet pass for a first down. 4 seconds on the clock, but let's see this once again, Jack.
Yeah, it looks like he just escapes the pocket. He has an extra couple blockers, throws it. That's a nice dart right on the money before that receiver ran out of bounds.
For sure. Oh no! Looks like Lakeland's has an injury. Again, we hate to see this happen. We love football a lot, especially our Somers High School Tuskers, but so there are 4 seconds left on the first quarter clock. Stay tuned for. Eventually, we're going to do a halftime show at the end of the second quarter. And the end of this quarter, we're going to play our trailer. So get to see a little bit about what we do. Yeah, so as we still have an injury there. Again, it's not good to see, but Somers is likely going to be able to get another play in. So just look at the chat for a quick moment. Looks like we have a lot of support for Gavin, one of the guys who's behind the scenes today. A lot of support for Somers as well. Thank you all for watching and participating. Anyways, here we go. We have Iglesias once again. Only one receiver near, but he's going to hold on to it. And it's going to be a wide open pass right into the end zone from Iglesias over to a receiver, unknown of the number right now. But that's another touchdown for Somers. 4 seconds on the clock, and they were able to get that in. That's Leo Antonini.
That's a beautiful ball by Iglesias right up the center. And none of the Lakeland defenders just picked up on him. No one really acknowledged him there, and he was able to get an easy touchdown. Kelly lines up to kick the extra point. It's up and it's through. Somers is up 27-0 at the end of the first quarter.
So that's the first quarter. Real quick, a little bit about Leo Antonini, guy who received that touchdown. He's interested in sports management or becoming a financial agent, and he's been playing football and loves football since he was 8 years old. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to be back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
back, he throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
interview guests. We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today. Predict upcoming sport games. To win it 26-23, the Chargers win. Debate sports. Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it back?
And we are back. Somers getting ready to kick off this ball back to Lakeland after taking a 27-point lead in the first quarter. Gavin Kelly to kick. It is up, and it is a deep kick. It'll be caught around the 7-yard line, and he'll be forced out at the 19.
So let's just take a quick look. Even though it's Lakeland's offense right now, talk a little bit about Somers' offense and stuff. So they want to spread the ball out on the field offensively. Then what do they want to do defensively, Jack?
They just want to stop Joseph Laporta from running the ball today. I think he's a huge threat in this game, and we haven't really seen a lot of that yet.
Laporta. Again, in his QB, a handoff, and Somers' defense is just going to have a lot of pressure and just knock him down right away. Clock is still ticking after that.
Yeah, we see them all just literally, he runs into a brick wall, and the brick wall falls on him. So he's probably going to lose a yard there. Looks to be 2nd and 11. But I think Somers hasn't really picked up this much momentum in a first quarter this season. I think this is a huge advantage.
For sure. 27-0 already. And Peruta, another hit. Oh, no, it's going to be keeper. After a fake handoff, about 5-yard gain. So that is probably one of the actually successful plays so far from Lakeland.
Yeah, here on the replay, we see this is what Coach Mario wants to stop. These QB rushes. That's the first time we've seen it tonight. But if he's really worried about it, and that was one of his main focuses for defense this week, we're probably going to see it a lot more.
.47 on the clock. La Peruta, 3 receivers far too near, so no running back. It's going to be a passing play. And it is a very fast dart that is not going to be completed after Somers' defense gets down on Lakeland.
Good defense in the play, but it looks like a Somers player is down. Look at the replay here. It's a quick ball, and he's able to knock it down. It looks like he maybe falls a bit weird, but...
So he's standing, but he's limping around a little bit, so he might get off the field. That's number 4 for Somers.
Jaden Newman.
Yeah, Newman.
He's going to jog off the field here. Lakeland in their huddle. Somers bringing in some substitutes for the couple players they brought out. Lakeland breaks the huddle. 2 receivers close, 3 far. Shift the running back, so 1 close, 3 far. Takes the snap. Throws one deep. It is not sure. I think it's incomplete. I think that's a turnover for Somers. And it will be. Somers with a stop there. They went for a deep ball near the 50-yard line. Good defense by Somers to break that up.
Yeah, there's some risk there involved to try to go deep on the 4th down. I mean, Lakeland's looking a little desperate, especially at the current score. So that's what happens. Anyways, again, Somers' offense is back out. With Tristan again in SQB1 running back. And it's going to be a handoff over to, I believe that's 25. He's going to keep going up. That looks like it's a Bruzzy once again. That sophomore on Somers.
Yeah, we see here it's another handoff right up the gut. To pick him up, yeah, about 5, maybe 6.
Huddle is now broken. We have 2 receivers far, 1 near, 1 running back on Iglesias' right side. It's going to be fake handoff and a pass over to the near side. No distance gained like from that after the pass. So it's going to be stopped at around the 20.
Looks like that was Beckham Sinai on the reception there.
So since Lakeland's defense is out right now, what are the toughest defensive players that Coach DiMatteo says to get past, like on Lakeland?
That'd be number 77, Frank Imbrogno, and number 4, Anthony Ray.
Anyways, here we have Iglesias once again. Some movement on the field, and it's handed off to number 30, Palazzolo. Is some contact, but that's going to be in for a touchdown. That was number 30, Dean Palazzolo, once again. A powerful player on the Somers offense team. Let's take a look at this replay, Jack.
Yeah, if you see the jet there, he cuts it up, sees there's not a lot of room on the outside, and is able to get out of the swing down to get into the end zone.
Yeah, another powerful. Just all the, a lot of the receivers and running backs on the Somers offense team are very fast, and they're able to find these openings really well. So Palazzolo is also committed to a D1 college. So just straight up impressive performance from him. Kick, extra point is up, and it's not good. It's going to be on to the right side. So 2 missed extra points for Kelly, but look at that score already. 33-0. That is just insane.
I think we're both already wrong.
Yeah, there's a good chance. But also, it's likely that DiMatteo might bring in some of the second stringers on the team. Give him a little bit of a chance to play because, yeah, I mean, I think it's also good to save some of your main guys for the playoffs.
I do agree with that, but this Lakeland defense hasn't been playing well against the starting Somers offense, so I wonder how they play against the backup.
Kelly, once again, is going to take another kickoff. It's at the 40-yard line. Somers is lined up on the 35, ready to run and defend from this kickoff. So before the kickoff, real quick, Tristan Iglesias, the QB, has been playing football for 9 years. So, and he follows his brother, and his younger brother's also QB, but in 7th grade. So the Iglesias family has a line of QBs, so it's pretty cool. Here we go. Kelly for the kickoff. It's up and deep once again. At around the 10, he's going to pick it up. That's Lakeland, and it's just, he's trying to go towards the middle, but Somers is so fast. Somers is able to crowd him and keep him there.
Yeah, this is somewhere special teams for you. Yeah, they get down there, we see here, and they just rally to him. Make sure he goes down. That's somewhere special teams. It's probably the best part of any Somers high school football team. Because special teams could decide the game. Your extra points, your field goals, your kick returns, your field position, your punts. Everything is more important than offense or defense because it sets up your offense and defense.
All right, La Peruta in once again. A little bit of camera troubles, but looks like he goes to the far side, Somers sideline. In for a few yards, about 5 on that. So
It's not a bad ball. Hasn't been able to get a lot of good balls off today. I think he had that one deep pass, and that might have been his only other reception, except for that check down to Giovanni La Peruta.
here you go, La Peruta on the near the Somers sideline. It's gonna be a handoff and only a few yards gain. Looks like number 2 from Lakeland also was open as a receiver, Anthony DeRico. So they just need to organize their plays a little better, Lakeland.
Yeah, I think they need to change up their play call a bit, even if it's not what they're used to. What they're used to isn't working. You need to adapt very quickly in football games, because if you don't, you're going to lose. Lakeland needs to either change up their play calling or call something different, because the run plays and short pass plays and even some deep pass plays just haven't been working.
Somehow Somers got possession. Looks like it might have been a fumble there. Somers 1st and 10. Iglesias is out. 7:45 on the clock. It's going to be a run up the field. Gain of 5 yards towards the on the far side hash. Yeah, we're having a little bit of camera troubles again. We're just trying to get this to work out, but
I checked back on that play, and it looks like a Somers defensive lineman punched the ball out and was able to recover it, and that's how Somers is now on offense.
La Peruta once again, Tristan Iglesias, and goes up the maybe far side up the field for around 10 yards. So
Looks like
a good
it
gain.
looked like a design QB run. Just went out to the outside, found an open room, picks up another first down for Somers to get them inside the 10-yard line. Looks to be about the 9.
.640 on the clock. It's still ticking. 2nd and 6. So they're spending some of that clock being in the huddle. Here they go. A little bit of rushing action actually now because they spent some time in that huddle. A strong O-line. It's going to be a run upwards, and that's in for another touchdown. Camera's lagging a little bit, but let's see. Let's take a look at this replay, see if we can identify who it was. Was able to just get out of Lakeland's grasp. So 39-0. What a score already. It's 6 minutes left of the first half. Here's Gavin Kelly. Snap. Lakeland was putting a lot of pressure. They're able to get around Somers and put a lot of pressure on Gavin. So he was actually, unfortunately, missed it. But yeah, it looks like it might even been deflected. So 39-0 is your score. At least Lakeland's putting up a little bit of a game here with that deflection. I thought that was pretty impressive from that extra point.
Yeah, definitely. Even especially when you're down 40 points, it's just huge momentum booster. 39, but that's pretty close to 40.
So also looking at Somers a little bit, who has stepped up like this week just throughout practice and everything, and might get some new opportunities to play.
Dean Monticelli, Tristan Iglesias, Beckham Sinanai, Ryan Bateman, Joey Fink, and Alex Galino have all really stepped up during practice this week, especially just trying to finish out the season, only having one loss.
Kickoff is upcoming. Okay, we're going to switch to the more accurate live feed after this kickoff. Here's the kick. Lakeland receives it around the 20. Okay, so we're now using the actual live feed. Yeah, with our cameraman Xavi. Xavi, Inez cameraman. Alright, anyways, here we have La Peruta, Inez QB for Lakeland. They're taking a little bit of time to get in the to break the huddle. A lot of receivers out there. He's alone in the shotgun. It's a motion over, and it's a handoff to 7 for Lakeland, and he's trying to run along the side, but he's just not able to because Somers' defense holds a wall there.
That is Giovanni Leperuta on that jet sweep there, and he just couldn't get anywhere. But it does look like he is their #1 receiver, which his brother is the quarterback. It's got to be a pretty good connection.
So that looks like it's a timeout for Somers. Yeah, I mean, both teams, good amount of timeouts remaining. I mean, this is I believe the second one. Both Lakeland and Somers have taken one now. Somers with some energy, especially with that score on the scoreboard.
It actually looked like there might have been an injured player on the field. I saw some coaching staff out there.
Okay. I think there might have been 2, actually, so.
Yeah, you see that coach walking back in.
Hope the guy's okay. That was a pretty quick injury timeout. Lakeland's coming back out now. Little hard to tell, but might be third down. Quite possibly second.
Yeah, I believe it's second down here.
La Peruta, some wide opening, but Somers closing in on him, and that is unique. It's gonna be a catch. Is it incomplete?
No. Yep, they're gonna say it's a catch.
So he caught it right before he landed on the ground. You see at the bottom of the screen. Honestly, some impressive performance out of Lakeland.
Yeah, it's a nice grab, but it pulls up a third down. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a fourth.
That's a first?
Yeah, we believe it's a fourth down now. They're going to go for it. So the previous one was a third down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 4th and 4. No running back, so they're going to try to make a pass play here. Some motion, actually. No handoff. Deep, and it's going to be too far ahead of Lakeland. So Somers, another turnover for Lakeland. That is the second one that Lakeland has given up from 4th down turnover.
Yeah, we see Joseph Laporta just try to get that ball out to Anthony Ray, which is supposed to be one of the best receivers along with Giovanni Laperuta. But he just, the ball was a little bit too far for him to get.
All right. Somers Tuskers out. Looks like that might be Is that Troy Rossi in his QB?
It
It is. It's Troy Rossi. He's going to be a keeper. Going down for more than 20 yards up the middle. Some opening created. That looks like it was a narrow path, but look at this.
Yeah, we see the replay here. It looks like he's just able to fit in there and just keep moving with a couple of blockers outside of him. They able to keep moving and get those yards.
Some talent coming from number 33, the backup QB on the team. So, yeah, they're already putting in some of the second stringers. Not that much time left in the quarter, though, but Somers is now breaking the huddle. 2 receivers far, 1 near, with 1 running back. And taking a minute to snap. There it is. It's going to be a keeper, fake handoff, and he's going in, and that's a touchdown for Troy Rossi, number 33.
And a great run out of the shotgun there. We see him here. There's a huge hole. Great blocking by the Somers offensive line. And it's just open field after that.
Yeah, your score is now 45-0. Extra point attempt now. Looks like that is Danny Hirschfield, the second stringer kicker. He's been doing some great performance in practice and outside school, but is up and no good, unfortunately. Lakeland's actually good at putting pressure in on the extra point.
Yeah, it looks like they really just crowd the outside of their lines and blitz it as hard as they can. They usually get decent pressure off the outside.
So, right now, the only prediction that's accurate is Gavin Brady. So, yeah, I know some of you watching love Gavin Brady. So, I don't know, put some messages in the chat for him. Congratulations, sir. I mean, it's not final. It is literally the first half still. It is insane. Again, last year, Somers and Lakeland, Somers won 49-0. So they are on track very well on track to beat that previous score. So it looks like Hirschfield once again still in as kicker. Yeah, it's the second quarter and second stringers are coming in. So
it honestly looked like Somers is on track to get over 100 points in this game. Obviously, they'll start running the ball in the second half, but I don't know if Lakeland's defense stop the run anymore.
Kick is up. And pretty good around the 15 is where Lakeland's gonna take it, number 4. He's gonna push and push, and he goes out of bounds at around 25.
Anthony Ray was on the return there, number 4 for Lakeland. Yeah, it looks like he just tried to find an open hole. Somers closed everything and was able to get down and make that tackle and push him out of bounds.
Thanks to Jason Klatsky in the chat. Anyways, so yeah, Anthony Ray, a junior on the Lakeland team, coming in 5'11" in height. Feed is down once again, so we're going to go over to slightly delayed Sports Engine feed. Roughly 2 minutes left on the clock.
Somers coming out and Lakeland getting in their offensive huddle.
Yeah, and there was a lot of possession changes I gotta mention throughout this first half, especially to make that happen for Somers, a 45-0 score. Anyways, we have La Peruta, Lakeland starter, quarterback, still in. and he's going to kneel it. So
They are not going to run another play in this first half.
that's kind of confusing to me because you have 2 minutes left. So
I think they know they have 2 minutes left, but their offense really hasn't been able to score or even. They haven't punted once, but they've had so many turnovers. Like, you can't really give up another one and let Somers still score more. Or actually, they punted once, but it wasn't. It was very short, and Palazzolo was able to return it for like 15, 20 yards.
So yeah, Lakeland's just trying to kill the clock. Looks like there might have been even a penalty for probably for delay of game. So yeah, they're just trying to run the clock. I mean, 2 minutes, you could do a good amount of stuff in 2 minutes. I mean, obviously depending on what kind of plays he's doing, stuff, what can happen, but 2 minutes can be a long time, but Lakeland's just giving up at this point. So
I mean, you could score a touchdown in 2 minutes, but you could also throw a pick and the other team score in 2 minutes. So it's if you want to take that gamble on you getting a score or them getting a score.
So that was fourth down. They're going to take the kneel. 20 seconds. Yeah, they're just running the clock. Players are now getting off the field. So we'll be back in just a moment after a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for our halftime show where we'll review a little bit about what just happened and predictions for the rest of the game. Their score is 45-0. We will be right back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's two defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And we are back here about to start our halftime show for this game. Somers is up 45-0 against Lakeland. And Somers has had a lot of offensive firepower, but Lakeland has given up many, many, many turnovers. They only punted once, and every other time was some type of interception or fumble that Somers was able to get.
Yeah, I mean, you could see a lot of possession changes were occurring. Impressive score there. It's yeah, you could also see here below. Gavin Brady is updating us all the time. If you want to show that. Yep. So, anyways, let's talk a little bit about what actually happened. What happened for Somers to get that crazy score? Jack, please.
So, I think they drove down the field that first drive in the first quarter, and they scored that touchdown, missed the extra point, but then they kicked off, and first play, it looked like Lakeland's quarterback took a sack and fumbled for Somers to go score that touchdown. That's what really sent Somers on that really uphill momentum, and Lakeland just plummeted.
For sure. What are some plays that you saw that Somers did to, like, specifically? What kept happening? What happened?
a lot of turnovers, either on first down or fourth down. Didn't really matter. Someone was able to turn over the ball and force those turnovers. They were able to stop the run game, like, except for maybe like 1 or 2 runs for maybe 5 yards. But Somers has just been all around a great defensive and offensive team today.
Yeah, and this momentum already, like I think it's gonna carry. Do you think the Lakeland Hornets are gonna score at all? You think?
I know we had this conversation last week, and Brewster wasn't able to. I don't think they'll be able to either, only because so far they've shown they can drive the ball better than Brewster. They've shown they can try to score a little bit better than Brewster. But when it matters most, they've either thrown an interception, fumbled the ball, or just didn't get it on fourth down. And that's just a huge part of when you score and why you score. So, honestly, I'm going to say I don't think the Lakeland Hornets are going to score any points this game.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. It's looking a little rough for them. I'm kind of rooting for them to at least do something because, I kind of honestly feel bad a little bit. But you want to see a good competition from both teams, really. And Somers has really been a powerhouse tonight. So let's talk about some top players from Somers today. Iglesias in as QB, some good talent there, and now it's number 33, Troy Rossi. So both quarterbacks are juniors. Sorry, and it's pretty cool to see that some of the other players on Somers have been getting reps in.
Yeah, it's really cool because you get to see all these juniors and even some sophomores get in the game and really just make a difference because your starters are coming out, but Lakeland's defense looks exactly the same. So I know it wasn't all Somers seconds, but a lot of Somers backups were able to go score that touchdown in Lakeland when Troy Rossi, I think, rushed for about 13-yard touchdown to end off the drive.
So what are some other players, Jack, that you've really seen?
I think probably Palazzolo. I know he's probably one of the best every week, but especially in this game, I think he's done a little more than he has in the first quarter of other games. He hasn't scored a lot. He had that one touchdown, but I still think there's a lot more to come from him.
Yeah, I think Palazzo has been putting on a great performance, and now some of the second stringers are coming in, so it's really not sure what to expect. You can see that the team so far has been putting in a lot of fantastic performance. I don't know. It's so trivial for me because just people that haven't played as much, and it's a different part of the team. You could also see Danny Hirschfield, the kicker, or second stringer kicker, come in. I've seen him get some good, reps in practice and just outside of Somers football, doing a lot of work over the summer. So it's cool for him to also play. He's also a junior, so a lot of juniors on this team, and now they're actually getting some reps in.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else do we have? A lot of running backs, right?
Yeah, I think Luke Valencia is having a great night tonight. I think he has 2 touchdowns. One of the third one that we didn't know who it was might have been him again, but he's just been a monster tonight. The 2 touchdowns by itself, that's great. That's incredible. And it just helps add on to this 45-0 lead. But he also has a lot of first down rushes and rushing yards in general. He's just been able to read his offensive line and read the defense and get around everything he can.
For sure, and a little bit about Valencia on a more personal level. He's been playing since 3rd grade. A lot of these players really have been playing for a long time, so you see their abilities really kick in. And a little bit about his family. His brothers have played football and lacrosse, so definitely involved in summer sports. And he thinks that he really fits his position because he's fast and because he's able to quickly make decisions about where to go. And you could really see that out on the field. So we've seen number 33 Troy Rossi also in. So a little bit about not Rossi. Yet to get some background info on him, but let's talk about what does Lakeland need to do to catch up? What do they need to focus on? Make sure that they can actually get some points on the board there.
You know, that's a good question, what they have to do, but I don't even know what they could do. They've gone through a lot of different things in their playbook. They've gone at a lot of jet sweeps, deep passes, short passes, runs up the middle, and nothing has really worked consistently against the Somers defense. So I think they just need to take an entirely new look and maybe call a new type of play that hopefully can get something starting.
Yeah, I think coming out of halftime, they might have some new mindset, some new strategy. I did see a few times where they would do rushing plays, but they had receivers that were quite open and they had this chance. So again, I like what you said about the consistency. They've been having some decent plays here and there, but yeah, keep consistent. A lot of turnovers too. I mean, it's crazy. Real quick, we're going to talk about some of our sponsors. So, first up, we have the Somers Education Foundation. So they made a huge grant approval for us. We're able to get a camera, new club computer, and a lot of this is really important because we want to stick with the club and we want good quality. So thank you so much to the SEF for approving our grant and donating and helping us out. And next up, we have C Clean Commercial Cleaning. They cover hospital buildings and commercial buildings as well. Quite a big company, so you might have heard about it if you're in the space, in the area. And next up, we have Mancini Realty. So, realtor here in Somers, based here in Somers. And yeah, some great real estate there on the market. So now, if you don't mind taking a real quick moment, we want to improve the broadcast, and to do that, we would need more gear and ensure it's always working. With your help, we can make that happen. Get your business mentioned on our broadcast and support the Somers community. Please email the email address you see on screen, ssbchighlights@gmail.com. You get to benefit us in the Somers community as we provide better quality broadcasts in the future. Thank you. And we'll be back in just one moment.
We are back here for a little bit left in our halftime. We're gonna be looking at some coach keys that Coach DiMatteo talked
Watch.
about when we interviewed him this week during the week before this game. First one, we asked him what are a few words you would use to describe practice from the past week.
Hello, I am Cooper Hewitt. I am going to commentate for the rest of the halftime show. So Coach DiMatteo has said that the practice this week has been great. All the players are doing well. No one got hurt, and everything is going smoothly. That's why Somers is up at this right now, 45-0. We have been working hard, and Somers is doing a great job in practice. So Jack, what has previously worked against Lakeland?
Coach DiMatteo said passing the ball has worked a lot against Lakeland, but we haven't seen a whole ton of it. We've seen a lot of running the ball with Somers QBs, with Valencia, with Mitchell and Abruzzi. But we've seen some passing plays, but it's mainly been a rushing offense tonight. Cooper, what did Coach DiMatteo say about challenges they expect to encounter, and how do they prepare for them?
Coach DiMatteo has been saying that we need to have everyone engaged and paying attention in practice, which is exactly what we have been doing. We have been doing really well. Everyone is engaged. We are listening to the plays. We have been studying our application that is called Huddle. We have been studying our plays, and Somers is running smoothly in this game right now. Who are some of the key players on Lakeland, and any specific reason?
Number 77, Frank Imbrogno, who plays some offensive and defensive line. And then Anthony Ray, number 4. We've seen him a couple times tonight on that final drive Lakeland tried to put together. He had a couple balls thrown his way. Is Lakeland's offense run or pass based? And where do they find most success with?
So Coach DiMatteo said that Lakeland is a very pass-based team. However, we have seen their QB run a lot in this game. They are really good in the 5 and out. Some camera difficulty. We're all good. Somers. Jack, how would you describe the team's mentality after winning last week's game?
Somers, this team is always focused as usual, as it's been since that Rye game, since they took their only real official game loss of the season. They've just been more focused, and they showed even more power every week since.
All right, thank you, Jack. And right now we got seasonal review. Right here. When I take a look, we got our first game against Rye. We unfortunately lost that game 7-17. Next week we played Yorktown. We beat them 30-3. We go on a huge win streak. We beat Mayapack 20-7. We beat Harrison 40-7. We beat Carmel 35-0. And then last week at home, we recently beat Brewster 30-0. Jack, do you want to say anything about how Somers is doing this game? Any key players, moments, plays?
We went over this a little bit, but I just want to give the biggest shout out to Luke Valencia. He's been very, very dominant on the field tonight, running around their Lakeland's defense with getting those 2 touchdowns. I just think he's the biggest part of Somers' offense right now, and that's one of the main reasons they have 45 points.
Thank you, Jack. And we will be back with you very shortly for the second half of Somers versus Lakeland. Thank you very much, and we'll get back to you very soon.
Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games. To win it 26-23, the Chargers win. Debate sports. Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
All right, so halftime is just about to end. And this is going to be the third quarter. Again, your score now on screen, 45-0 in Week 7. The last week of the official season before playoffs. So this game, if Somers holds this lead, which is pretty big, then they're going to be in a good seeding, good position for the playoffs.
I might even just go to the. I might go use it for just talking to friends. But yeah. Cool.
All right. The kickoff. And it's up. Lakeland has got it for a good amount of yardage there. 45 yards coming out of halftime. They're yeah, let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, you see he just comes right up the middle there. Somers not able to close off that hole, and he's able to get a decent return there.
All right, so we're working on the camera a little bit. Okay, here we go. We have Lakeland's offense is out right now. A handoff. It's going to go up the middle, but it's going to be stopped before he could even cross the line of scrimmage. That's Somers' defense holding it back for you.
Yeah, you see, we've seen this a lot tonight. They tried to run up the middle, and it hasn't worked at all.
I mean, Somers' defense is so strong there in the middle. Lakeland has to be more creative if they want to get past Somers. So, large or tight play, tight formation. And it's going to be a keeper off to the far side. Few yards still going, and quite possibly a first down. And a flag is out, actually, on the field. So let's take a look at this.
Yo, Coach Matter said this is one of the biggest things they wanted to prevent. And it looks like he got a little bit out of that, but not sure what that flag was for. Yeah, it looks like Somers will have a penalty there. Looks like it might have been late hit. He might have stepped out of bounds before Somers' defender came in and hit him.
So is that 15 yards?
Yeah, it's a personal foul.
So, I mean, Lakeland, for the first time, has great field position here. They're on the 27. A little bit of motion. Lakeland's back in the game. And a handoff or a pass or a short pass over to 9. And he keeps going up to the left side of the field. Is that in? That is in for a touchdown for Lakeland.
Number 9, Ben Franco.
Wow.
This is the one thing they needed to do. Come out here quick and pound one in. They were able to do it, picking up a little momentum. I don't think Somers was gonna let them. I don't think Somers thought they were gonna score for the rest of the time. You see there, it's just bad coverage. Nobody really picked up on him, and the two that did just got split. And he was able to get in for that touchdown.
Yeah, able to maintain that distance away from the defense. So, Lakeland finally gets some points on the board. That's 45-6. And honestly, I didn't hear that much celebration from Lakeland, but here we go. That's number 10 kicker. That's Frank Flannery. Extra point. It's up, and it is good. So, Lakeland now 7 points on the board with an extra point completed. And they weren't greedy. They did not try to go for 2 points, as you've been seeing earlier this game. Somers has been really holding them off, so 2 points would be difficult. But some points on the board finally for Lakeland. Impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, it is, because they needed to put points on the board to somehow maybe steal some momentum from Somers. But I think Somers is still fully aware they have a huge lead in this game.
So I think Lakeland finally has some momentum now as well, building from that. Some more motivation coming from it. And we have one of our crew members in the back messing around. Anyways, 45-7 is your score now. Again, it's the third quarter.
Tonight's game, if you lose, you're out. Yeah, so this is the last regular season game. Oh, it is? I thought it was next round. Who's back here? 12, 5.
All right, so looks like possibly number 10 once again is out there. And it's a kickoff back over to Somers at the 20 on the far side. So really close to the boundary was Somers going up. Now they're down at the 40. So 45 actually it looks like. So yeah, let's see a replay here.
Yeah, we see here. It looks like just like a strong run. Nice. Yeah, it just looked like a strong run there. Somers pick up that first down.
That was a kickoff.
Oh.
My guy. Anyways, let's lock back in. Here we have Iglesias with one running back. And it is, or not Iglesias, sorry, that was Troy Rossi. And it was a handoff, but they were able to pick up too quick. That's 37 on Somers.
Chris Blackman.
Nicknamed C-Dot. And not that much performance there from the second stringer, but it's going to be second down now. Loss of 3 yards. That's fine. Second stringers actually getting some reps in the game is pretty cool in the regular season too. So here we go. Somers is out. Again, Troy Rossi, a junior, is in. Iglesias out on the sideline. There it is, a fake handoff. A keeper is going on the far side. Lakeland picked up too fast and loss of like 2-3 yards. So Somers, with their running and rushing plays, not working out very well.
Yeah, you see, Lakeland's just they know Somers is most likely going to run the ball, so they're really just blitzing and getting as many men near the line of scrimmage as possible.
Yeah, so 3rd and looks like 17. They got some distance to make up. Might even have to be a punt or a conversion, or turnover. But anyways, they're going for a 3rd down conversion. They need this here. Handoff, and this is going to be taken down. So 4th down. Somers, they might play it safe, to be honest.
Yeah, there's almost no way they do not punt this ball here. They don't want to throw the ball because they haven't thrown the ball with Troy Rossi, I don't think, in any game yet.
So it looks like it is a punt formation. 4th and 16, 45-7 is your score in the 3rd quarter. Looks like Danny Hirschfield punt is up. Bounces around the 40. Let me push back, and it's going to stay at the 38-yard line in Lakeland's territory. They're going to get the ball. So that's your QB, Joseph LaPeruta, now out for Lakeland.
Lakeland breaks their huddle. 2 receivers close. One far. Fake handoff, rolls to the left, throws, complete, and he's going to be tackled for about a 5-yard gain.
He was tackled like a crew worker at the ramp at an airport, taking down a suitcase. Anyways. All right, Lakeland now, 5-yard gain. Or maybe, it's more like 4-yard gain. And now it's 6 yards to go. 2nd down. LaPeruta, a fake handoff keeper, is going to go up the middle. And some yards is going to come out of that. That's going to be 4 yards ahead of that 1st down marker.
Yeah, you see he breaks the first 2. It's like a vice tackle. And he's able to just run right through it and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Lakeland coming out of the huddle. They're at the 48 in Somers territory now. So decent field position once again. Here it is, a fake handoff. It's going to be a pass to the same guy who faked it to. And it's going to be 1-yard gain from the line of scrimmage. They went back a decent amount, but then they started to try to recoup that.
Yeah, you see on the replay here, it's a little bit of a dump-off pass there. And he's able to wrap him up and bring him down.
They were 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's like I don't know. I mean, you got to try to get closer to the line of scrimmage if you want to make a gain. So actually, it's going to be 10 yards to go is where it's going to be put back at that same line of scrimmage. Anyways, LaPeruta. Some motion on the field for Lakeland. Pass over to, looks like number 8. And he's going to be taken down. And about a yard gain from that.
Yeah, you see he just runs out right to the side, and he gets swung down in a little bit of a rolling flip there.
Somers Tuskers on defense with the Lakeland Hornets on offense. 3rd and 8. They're trying to really get this conversion. 8 yards is going to be difficult on the 1 down, but Let's see it here. Keeper pretty far back, some pressure on him, and he's going to be taken sacked. 12 yards to go now. Popped him like a balloon.
Yeah, Somers' defensive line doing a great job there. Really just stomping him down just like an elephant would to any ground they walk on.
For sure. And thank you to the chat, some people out there. I'm just going to mention a few of the people. We have Mandy Hewitt, Scarlett Lilabella, AJ Tagayun, and Jason Klatsky. So thank you for participating in the chat. We'll shout you out if we can. You know. Little correction here for Scarlett. The score is 45-7. Somers is leading by more than 6 or 7 points. All right, looks like is this a timeout taken?
12 minutes of just unstopped clock.
That's the end of the quarter. So we're going to go into the fourth. Lakeland, 4th and 12, is going to take that. And we'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
All right, welcome back. So, something happened. We apologize. W. Gavin is in the chat, and we have shout out to Moise, and shout out to all the people active in the chat. Okay, you can calm down now in the chat. We appreciate it.
We also have a shout out to Adriel Tagayan. He's there.
Yep.
Also spamming W. Gavin still.
Anyways, back to the game. We appreciate your activity in the chat. We like to have some engagement here. Somers, offense. Troy Rossi looks like handoff. Fake handoff is going to be a keeper. He's rolling left a little bit, and he's going through the holes. Wide, keeps going. He's going faster than Lakeland. Down the sideline. Past the 10, and he's going to be knocked down. But a huge gain down the field. That is amazing. Let's see this replay, dude.
Beautiful run by Troy Rossi. Finds the holes, gets around the defenders, keeps the continuous speed to keep moving down the field to get to the 9-yard line and set Somers up for another score.
So you can see that they're just doing it for the Somers family, Somers community here. A huge gain that was very impressive from Troy Rossi. That's probably a 67-yard gain.
Yeah, something around there.
Anyways, Troy Rossi, hand off to 17, going up the middle. Flag is out, but that would be a touchdown. We'll have to see what the call is. That was number 17, Joey Fink, a senior on the team at tight end.
Yeah.
And also linebacker.
It looked like he leaped like a frog there, a little jump before getting in the end zone. Yeah, we see he does a little bit of a hop and punches his way in to possibly put Somers up over 50 points.
No, it's going to be called back, unfortunately, from that penalty. It was on Somers, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. They're going to be at the 19.
I'm trying, man.
Probably a replay of first down, so first and 19. That was for number 17, Joey Fink, but fortunately there was a penalty out there. Here we have Trossi, nickname for him, Troy Rossi. Here we go. Another handoff that works previously. Another penalty, though. That would have only been, I don't think that really went very far.
Yeah, it looks like it may be holding on the offense. See it here. Yeah, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty on Somers.
Another penalty. It's not great to have two plays back to back.
I have to wonder because I know in the JV football game last Monday, they were able to score 61 points. I wonder if Varsity will be able to get more than that tonight. Rossi takes a snap. It's a handoff, and he's not. He's still pushing. Not going to get a lot of yards there. Looks like a 2 or 3 yard pickup.
It was. Let's look at this replay here. A little difficult to see, but
yeah, he just got pushed and pushed down onto the floor.
Shout out to also Christine Papskin in the chat. Here we go. A keeper, fake handoff. That's worked pretty good. He's rolling to the left, and 10-yard line is now where it's going to be at. So that's 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Troy Rossi just has great field vision. And it looks like he'll actually get to the 9.
So the ambulance lights are a little bright, but they're now departing. So I hope everyone's okay. Might just be that he's leaving, but not quite sure. Anyways, 4th down, 3rd and 9, 45-7 out there is, again, Troy Rossi and his QB, number 33, junior. Handoff. It's going to be rolled to the left and squeezes in a power through. And another touchdown with 6 minutes, 30 seconds on that clock. Here's the replay, Jack. Let's see it.
This is just incredible. Powers through, as you said, right through those 3 or 4 defenders over there. And this is by far the most points Somers has scored in the game this season.
Unsure of who got that touchdown, but 51-7 is your score. This is the highest Somers has ever had this season. That's now 29. Danny Hirschfield again as kicker. So a lot of the starters are resting. It's up and no good. So kickers have been having a little bit of a rough go at it today for Somers, but I mean, Lakeland, they got that first time. So, yeah, go ahead.
There's around like 6 minutes and 7 seconds left here in this 4th quarter. Somers, as they just went up 51-7, this is probably where everybody realizes this game is most likely over. Just like in fantasy, you'll see like that 99% to that 1%. Because It's not over till it's over, but you're pretty sure it's over.
Yeah, I mean, 51-7 in the fourth quarter is a little rough, but that's just what's happening. So, the same kicker, Danny Hirschfield Jr., in comparison to Gavin Kelly, giving Gavin Kelly a little bit of a rest because, he plays offense, defense, and special teams as a kicker. So, anyways, here we go. Danny Hirschfield from the 40, a kickoff, and here it is. It's up and received at the 20, and Somers piles on him very quickly. You can see a wide zoomed out view here of Lakeland. A great night for Somers, a little rough for Lakeland themselves. The Lakeland Hornets. Again, this matchup, Somers, Tuskers versus the Lakeland Hornets. So, Lakeland is actually going to get possession now. Again, a lot of possession changes this game. It's pretty incredible.
I mean, when you fumble and throw interceptions like 5 times collectively, that's what happens to an offense. And then a defense who struggled against Somers' starting offense and just struggled against Somers' backup offense. It's a flip out to Anthony Ray, and he keeps moving towards the first down marker, goes out at about the 35-yard line.
All right. So, Jack, what did you see on that play?
I saw like a very weird pitch. It was really wobbly. I don't think it was intentional, but definitely not the best pass you've ever seen. As we are starting to, someone said a joke over here. One of our tech people on the scoreboard tonight, Cooper Hewitt.
Anyways, here we go. A deep pass and a near catch from number 2.
Yeah, in the replay here, you see, he's trying to throw that ball, and you just can't really let that happen. You can't let incompletions happen. Everything needs to be perfect if you want to somehow get back in this game. It's a run play up the center. And it looks like he will be picking up a first down there.
Let's take a look at this replay.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he runs right up the center and gets dropped around the 39-yard line. Markers on the 38.5, and they will give him the first down. Snaps the ball. Quick throw to Anthony Ray, and he's going to be swung down for about a 3-yard gain.
We apologize. We're having a little bit of difficulty in tech issues with the replays, but here we go. Lakeland is heading back out. Here it is. La Peruta. Deep. Is received. They caught number 4 for Lakeland. That's Anthony Ray, a junior on Lakeland's team. Another 6 points on the board for Lakeland from Laperuta as QB.
6 points now, but after the extra point, it could be 7. It's
11 seconds left of the game. What an impressive sight to see.
That is Anthony Ray. Great ball by Joseph Laperuta. That's a huge incompletion. Currently 51-13. Our feed just went down.
Well, not sure if we're going to be able to see if they got the extra point or not. But, wow. Lakeland is actually, like, getting some points on the board there.
Yeah. And from a person at the live game, they missed their extra point. So they only ended up getting 6 points, not 7 out of that touchdown. We really apologize about this feed being down.
I mean, the game was at 11 seconds, so I can't imagine anything else happens. So we're going to go to our post-game show. Somers wins 51-13. An impressive performance from both. And let's say hello on the camera here in just one moment. Sorry, just one moment, please. All right, so we're here at our post-game show. As you can see here, well, it's the fourth. The end of the game. No, why'd you zoom in? All right, 51-13 is your score. Wow. What do you think about that, Jack? Did you expect this?
A little bit. I did not expect the 13 points, but a huge score by Somers was definitely expected for this game.
Yeah, and so let's just review in the third and fourth quarter. First, we had the first touchdown for Lakeland occurred in that third quarter. Actually, all their scoring, Lakeland's scoring happened in the second half, the third quarter, then the fourth. So number 9, Ben Franco for Lakeland got that first touchdown. I mean, do you have anything to say about that? That was
I think that's just a statement for Lakeland saying we're not completely out of this game yet and we're still going to try to fight. Because at the beginning of the third quarter, I mean, it was still kind of up for grabs. Somers was up 45, I think. 45 at the half. So it was 45, then they got 45-7. And I think he just wanted to kind of make a statement just to the Somers sideline and coaching staff.
Yeah, they definitely built some momentum and energy from halftime. Got that touchdown that even pushed them more. And you see that Somers was held off on scoring good amount. And for Lakeland in the third quarter, running the ball was just not working from. A little bit from Somers too, with the second stringers coming in. Now going on to the fourth quarter, a huge running play from number 33, Troy Rossi, the second stringer for Somers. I think that was pretty impressive. How'd that happen, Jack? How'd that happen?
Just great blocking by the offensive line, and Troy Rossi with great field vision, running around defenders, duking at defenders, and getting a huge run play down to, I believe, the 9-yard line.
Yeah, the 9-yard line. And I also personally saw that he was really fast. So just staying away from Lakeland really well, and that's how he got it. And also a lot of talent, obviously, coming from. And then number 17, Joey Fink, a near touchdown for Somers, but it was a penalty, so he didn't get it. But then someone else got it on the next play. We unfortunately don't know that current person. I think that would have been good, but what was the penalty again? Do you remember?
For no touchdown?
Yeah, on the fourth quarter.
Believe it was holding on the offense.
Yeah.
Which that would just get 10-yard penalty spotted from wherever the ball carrier was when there was holding.
Interesting. I think that probably was what happened because it got to 19-yard line. Then the 29 is looking a little rough, but I think they pulled it in, right?
Yeah, they did on that one. They that was, I believe, Joey Fink ran around the end for that touchdown, powered through.
Yeah, and finally, Lakeland at the end also contributing to their statement. Anthony Ray, number 4 for Lakeland, got a touchdown in the last 11 seconds of the game. I think Somers was like, all right, game's over, relax a little bit, and Lakeland took advantage of that. Do you have anything to say on that?
I don't. Again, Lakeland scoring another touchdown against Somers doesn't mean anything. A win's a win. And I think Somers realized that they played off a little bit. They didn't want to get anybody injured in case something happened. I think it was the right call.
Yeah, and you could see here, 51-13. They did have a better scoring compared, at least for Somers, their points was higher than last year, which is 49. Fortunately, were a few missed extra points, but I think they improved, right?
Yeah, they definitely did.
And then, yeah, Lakeland's offense for such a small team was actually not bad, especially in that second half. But yeah, I think Lakeland going into the future games, probably try to come up with more creative strategies, try to throw off their opponent. So Somers, their record is now 6-1 in the regular season, with the one loss to Rye, and then in week 0, a game against Iona Prep with here at the Heroes Bowl. It's the shirt I'm wearing right now. And yeah, so let's wrap it up. Who do you think is the player of the game? Who stands out the most throughout this game? And again, the second stringers came in for the entirety of the second half. So completely different ball game. Who stood out?
Honorary mention is going to be Troy Rossi for that huge run, and just really for at least, I think there was just one drive he didn't have a steady offense, but besides that, he kept a steady offense. He had the rushing touchdown at the end of the second quarter, and I mean, that's my honorary mention, but again, I got to go back to Luke Valencia. Great first half, 2 touchdowns in the same half. I think it might have even been 3. But I mean, that just even for a sophomore, that just shows that you still got 2 more years on varsity, not even including these year's playoffs. And I mean, that's a lot of expectations and a lot, maybe even more skill that'll come out of him.
Yeah, more to come from. Personally, I'm having difficulty picking one specific person. I think I have to kind of like divide it up between the first and second half a little bit. I think in the first half, I mean, I do completely agree with you for a sophomore. Luke Lance is doing really well, but I gotta point out Dean Palazzolo. Sorry, Dean Palazzolo. He's committed to D1 college, and he's just showing that he deserves to be there. A lot of performance from him in the first half, and then second stringers came in. I think I gotta give some attention to Joey Fink, number 17. Came in, got a bit of it, or some good plays out of that time that he was on the field. He's a senior, so I think that was a good way to end off the regular season for him. And then Troy Rossi as well, just as an honorary mention. he's doing pretty good as the second stringer QB. I think that was pretty impressive just from him. And I guess that wraps up our pre-game or post-game show. Again, your scores below here. 51-13. That's your final score, folks. I'm Jaden Ferry.
I'm Jack Quinn.
And we will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in and have a great night.
Have a good night.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And once again, thank you for tuning in. This is the Summer Sports Broadcasting Club. This final score is 51-13. Have a great night.